Hi folks, this is all the fruit. I'm in the beautiful city of Puerto on the island of Tenerife, and this here is the Orchid Garden or Sitio Litre, an almost 300-year-old garden of an old Scottish mansion in this tropical island. Puerto seems to be losing its parks and botanic gardens pretty quickly. Like over 10 years ago, the Bananera El Guanche, a plantation which showed you cultivation of a lot of fruit trees, closed. Now the water garden and Riscobello closed. So this is one of the few remaining botanic gardens slash beautiful private gardens you can visit. Well, the price is a little bit hefty, almost €5, but I hope it's gonna be worth the money. Let's see what they have here, especially what kind of edible fruit they have. This seems to be a Japanese hawthorn. As far as I remember, the fruit or the seeds are made into flour as a famine food. Oh, lots of nice orchids here. The garden has the biggest orchid collection on the island. Here is a Zolandra nitida growing mostly on the outside of the wall. I don't see any of the beautiful giant flowers. And my botany professor once told me that it also has big edible fruit, which I have never seen anywhere in the world. Maybe I should Google if this is actually true. Oh, lots of nice water. Here we have the Washingtonia, most probably Robusta, with the huge clusters of edible berries. What was this? Is this Tetratrinax argentata maybe, or maybe it's something else? I'm not so sure. Here we have a Hibiscus Roses sinensis, a small mango tree without fruit. Behind it there could be a Feijoa. No, it says Metrosideros. It's not a Feijoa. At least here they have some labels. Cacao salvaje. No, this is some Bombaceae. I don't know. Maybe this was used to make chocolate out of it. Well, I forgot the name of this beautiful flower. Could be something. Well, no. Look at this black stuff. Doesn't it look like it's offering a lot of caramelized sugar? I knew the name. Sweet. So a plant offering so much sweet nectar, and also a combination of black and red, means that it's pollinated by birds. Most insects don't need so much nectar. It says Rutia fruticosa. Okay. No idea. This here could be a pitanga. Here an avocado. Brugmansia. Zambicus trilithias. Here some, come on. What were those things called? Some bromelias. Oh, here we have some cotton. Algodon is cotton in Spanish. And see, they have a little cotton plant with ripe fruit opening to reveal the nice cotton balls. A huge Scheffler actinophylla. This here looks like a cactus with fasciation, but actually it's a spurge with fasciation. Lots of bonsais, lots of different ficus trees which are bonsais. This is probably Ficus retusa, Ficus benjamina, all grown as bonsais. Here even a dragon tree grown as a bonsai. No problem, we're gonna find the bigger one. A pomegranate grown as kind of a bonsai. Let's see what other fruit we can find here. Bismarckia nobilis, a palm with giant glaucous leaves, and quite huge brown fruit. I hope the phone can even focus on them. I hope you can see something. Well, that's what the fruit look like when they land on the ground. Here some young Washingtonias and some really young Washingtonias. Actually, they grow as feral palms in the Canaries and even in warmer parts of the Mediterranean. So I guess those might not even have been planted, but might have planted themselves from the parents over there. Here, by the way, some big Roystonia and some big Ficus Elastica. Here's some really huge iguana. Look at this thing. This is over a meter long. They get even a lot bigger than this one, but this is the biggest I've seen outdoors in the Canary Islands yet. Some small Plumeria alba without flowers. Well, it's toxic anyway. You cannot eat anything of it. Here's some Cyperus. What have we got over here? Calamondine. Oh, this is the calamansi or the casturi of Borneo. A small mandarin, which is actually used as a lime in Southeast Asia. The juice is very sour, but the skin is sweet and edible. Here we have some tree fern. What is this? Dixonia, I think. Here is some Schefflera arboricola. Some nice big bamboo. Here we have a plumeria with at least a couple flowers. This, I think, is... Oh, it's in the Malvaceae, but was it something that produced cotton? Was it? Those cotton trees? Oh yes, I think those tree-like cotton plants at the southern coast of most islands. See, here it even says cotton. Yes, yes. This is actually a real cotton tree. It's in the same genus as the commercial cotton. But unfortunately, I just see buds, a couple flowers, and unripe or overripe fruit. Not a single bit of cotton here. Platanera, well, a teeny tiny banana. A nice big papaya with nice big papayas hanging there. I hope you can see them. Bougainvillea. There is no tropical or subtropical garden without Bougainvillea. Christmas cactus, which is not a cactus, but a spurge. Let's see what we got here. The garden is quite small, but it's basically a place where you can spend a lot of time. Just take a nice book or your laptop and spend half a day here. What have we got here? A Pandanus. Most probably Pandanus utilis. This has really massive buds. Actually, the main edible part of the tree are the buds, which would correspond to the heart of palm. The fruit is not as good as the buds. An agave attenuata, spineless agave. If you have little children or elderly people who tend to trip, don't plant spiny agave in your garden, plant agave attenuata. I wonder if you can eat it like the spinier species. Here a nice big aloe. What is this? This is some other Schefflera. I'm not even sure about the species. Well, here we have some dragon fruit cactus. This is not a dragon tree. The cactus is a vine which is growing on the 6 meter tall stump of a palm tree, most probably a Canary date palm. So this is the plant, or this is the cactus where the dragon fruit, the pitaya, comes from. Yeah, there are a couple shriveled up flowers here, but I think You get fruit basically only with artificial pollination. Here there is some orange, I guess. In this climate where it never gets very cold, the oranges don't really get orange. They need some cold, not necessarily frost, but at least cold to attain their nice color. This is some type of lemon, yeah? Lima. Ah, it says lime. Okay. Well, quite big limes. Look at that. Limes the size of lemons. Interesting. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Cassia. But is it one of the edible species or is it one of the ornamental species? No fruit on the tree, no fruit on the ground. Some of the cassia, they produce a substance like licorice in their fruit, and you can basically eat it. Some other ficus, more brugmansia and eucalyptus. Here we have the biggest dragon tree of Puerto. So this is not the dragon fruit cactus, this is the dragon tree, a symbol of the Canary Islands and especially of Tenerife. A big Schefflera actinophylla. Here a pitanga with nice edible fruit, but no fruit right now. By the way, the dragon tree also has edible fruit, but they are not so great. Oh, look at all those huge monarch butterflies and the dragonfly here. I hope you can see them. Yeah, the monarch butterflies, I don't think they are native to this area. I think they were introduced in the butterfly park in Ecot and escaped from there. Some young dragon trees. I don't think they are growing very well here in the shade. Another nice big Ficus Elastica, one of the species commercially used for rubber. This is what basically the business end of a bougainvillea vine looks like. Giant thick vines, some of them over 15 centimeters, almost 20 centimeters thick. Hooked spines, some of them 4 to 5 centimeters long. Well, impressive and scary. Here's some other dragon fruit cactus growing on this tree. As you see, the garden is not very big, but has a lot of nice places to spend a lot of time. Oh, look at this. An Araucaria heterophylla and one of the biggest specimens I've seen around here. Norfolk pine. Yeah. Well, they don't say how old it is, but the trunk is well over 1.5 meters thick, folks. Pity I cannot put myself next to it, I would be dwarfed. Wow. By the way, this here is the first lawn ever created in the Canary Islands. Of course, the British brought it here. The British taught the Spanish how to make this typical short grass, short ornamental grass gardens. Here, a feral Schefflera actinophylla. Wow, look at this Araucaria, beautiful and enormous. Look at the sap here, sap in different colors, yellow, brown, white. I wonder what the different colors mean. A strawberry guava with nice edible fruit, but the season is over. The fruit are rotten and dried up. Strelitzia regine, one of the popular souvenirs of the Canary Islands, and here some Strelitzia alba or Nicolai. Another iconic plant of the Canary Islands, the Canary date palm, Phoenix canariensis, with edible fruit. Here Raphis excelsa, yeah. As far as I know, this is the Japanese hawthorn used as a famine food. Here we have a couple other edible things, but let's go down on the next terrace. Here is an olive tree, Olera europea. No fruit right now. Oh, the really toxic oleander. Ah, there is a coffee shop here, but it seems to be closed. Let's see what we have here. Well, this is an Opuntia species which I'm seeing everywhere around here, and I still have not figured out which one it is. But look at those spines. They are impressive. They are like over 10 centimeters long. Wow. Yeah, here is a bougainvillea. Here the thickberry, Lantana camara, invasive species with edible fruit. But the birds already found out that they are edible too. One of the giant echium species of the Canary Islands, here they call them Tanginaste. Austrocylindropuntia zubulata, the fruit are not really edible. St. John's bread, one iconic edible plant of the Bible. The saints in the desert used to eat the fruit, and the merchants in the cities used them to weigh gold and diamonds. That's where the name carrot comes from the name Keratonia siliqua of this plant. And it seems like the bees also like the carob tree. Quite a nice old carob tree. It's not native to the Canary Islands, but of course the Spanish introduced it as an important food. What are those fruit here? Don't even know where they come from. Funny, why is the coffee shop closed? Oh no, it's not closed, it's actually open. That's good. Here another pitanga. Let's see if we can find a couple fruit here. No, not a single of the delicious fruit to be seen. Oh no, this is their big dragon tree, not the other one I showed you. Yeah, this one really is impressive. This is definitely a very old dragon tree. Well, not 600 years. Even the giant dragon tree of Icot, which was supposed to be over 1,000 years old, turned out to be less than 400 years. So this year is most probably something around 250. Here's some nice Christmas cactus. A young canary date palm. Here's some other nice old mansion, but unfortunately this doesn't seem to be publicly accessible. Here's a mild Brazilian peppercorn tree, pink peppercorn tree, Chinus terebintifolius, or terebintifolia. I see both versions written in botany books. I wonder which one is the correct one. More Hibiscus Roses here. Again a different Schefflera. Oh, Pina Tropical. This is pineapple, and most probably this is not. Most probably this is not Ananas commosus, but most probably this is Ananas bracteatus. What have we got here? Oh, got another hibiscus, but I forgot the name. I used to know the name of this one. Here again a Pandanus. This is the most valuable edible part, the big buds. And still no fruit on those Pandanus. Not a single Pandanus fruiting around here. Well, here you can see again the size a bougainvillea vine can attain. The garden is almost 300 years old. I wonder how old the vine is. Basically this cluster of stems is about 70 centimeters thick. And the thickest single stems are, well, almost 20 centimeters. And if you call this down here a single stem, this would be over 60 centimeters thick. Not bad for a flowering vine. Here we have some other bromeliaceae, some other dragon tree, not the Canarian one. Here again a Chinus terebintifolia, but a smaller one without fruit. Myrtle, Myrtus communis. The fruit are usually not eaten out of hand, but are being made into liquor. But I cannot see a single fruit here. Let's see, another big Chinus terebintifolios tree. Oh, some Nepenthes, some flesh-eating plants from Southeast Asia. Oh, here a Feijoa tree with tons and tons of edible fruit. Even two Feijoa trees. Two Feijoa trees. Nice and big. Look at that, folks. Let me find the fruit which is in the sun. Well, here they are. Wait. Well, there are fruit littering the ground everywhere. And I don't see any fruit in the sun, but here they are. Here there is a small immature fruit. Let's see, this Feijoa tree, well, the same. They could have harvested buckets of tasty Feijoas here. I've never seen them in supermarkets on those islands. Why are they not harvesting their Feijoas? One of the tastiest fruit here. Coffee with unripe coffee cherries. I don't even know if this is Arabica or Robusta. See what we have here. Oh, this is some sabal, maybe sabal minor with kind of edible fruit. A chirimoya, an even tastier fruit than the Feijoa and definitely a lot bigger. Here again a solandra. Oh yeah, there is one of the impressive flowers up there. Those flowers are like over 15 centimeters across. This video is getting very long, and despite the small size of the garden, okay, I think I could continue this video for about at least 10 more minutes, but this should be enough for now. Here, by the way, we are in the biggest orchid collection of Tenerife. But for now I'm finishing the video. Stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos from the beautiful island of Tenerife. And don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe.